So what's good everyone, and welcome back to another bridging type video. And today we're diving deep into one of the most advanced and impressive and flex bridging techniques in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. I'm talking about Icy Bridging, a method popularized by the player Ice, the inventor of Icy Bridging. If you're trying to step up your gameplay and dominate diagonal rushes, then you'll want to stick around for this. Now, Icy Bridging isn't your average bridging technique, unlike speed bridging, MJ bridging, which you just need to hold the right click button on your mouse. Well, this one, it's a diagonal bridging method, meaning instead of bridging in a straight line, you're sprinting and placing blocks at an angle while flicking or clicking your mouse simultaneously with a consistent click timings. This makes it extremely useful when you need to rush enemies who are positioned diagonally, something that are more common. MJ bridging just doesn't do as efficiently, but IC bridging uh, goes even deeper actually. It's not just one method, it got a bunch of variation, each with its own twist and difficulty level. There's L bridging, which combines diagonal and straight line motion. There's double IC bridging, which is harder version requiring constant motion changes and very high consistent click timings. And then you got zigzag bridging, which is this one is wild because in my research or in my experience in bridging journey, zigzag has three versions actually, each one more advanced and difficult than the last. The V1 is manageable, and I think it's pretty easy if you got the basics down. Pretty much, for me, I think V1 is pretty good for all players. That is, just I flexing, IC bridging with different like patterns and stuff. But by the time you get to V3, yeah, you're dealing with some seriously technical flicks and timings, which personally me, I cannot still manage to do it, even though it's been a while since you know, it's been a while since I bridged in Minecraft Bedrock Edition for so many years. But yeah, I still get a lot of like comments that saying that V3 is pretty easy, but I think for me, it's yeah, you're dealing some very serious flick timings and consistent click timings. Now, let's talk about how you actually do it. There are two main ways to ISO bridge. The first method is called strafing, which is, I think, the basic way to ISO bridge. This is where you strafe using the A and D keys while moving your mouse in the opposite direction. It's a bit more controlled and easier for some players to pick up. It's still fast and stylish, but it allows a bit more room for error. And the second method, though, and I think is my favorite one, and I think it's much more easy, is what I call the sweaty version, is called no strafe IC bridging, which is most IC bridger do, unlike the old traditional, or not old, but yeah, the most common one is the strafing method of IC bridging, which is easier controllable, but this one is much more harder if you don't know how to do it and you don't have the consistent click or consistent CPS. Yeah, this is the no strafe IC bridging. With this method, you only hold down the W key and rely completely on moving your mouse left and right, back and forth to keep the diagonal pattern. You're not touching A or D at all, making it's obviously it's faster and it looks crazy smooth when you done it right. But the catch is it's way harder to pull off consistently. This no strafe version really pushes your muscle memory to the limit. You need perfect timing between your mouse flicks and your click rhythm. And your fall, there's no room for hesitation. One bad flick and you're in the void. So what are the pros and cons of ice bridging? I think the biggest advantage is obviously speed. Diagonal rushing is a huge part of Bedrock PvP, and this bridging method gets you where you need to be faster than almost anything else. I mean, there's some other bridging method that can do the same or faster, much more easier, but yeah, in this is just, this is my personal opinion, and this is just my research, or just my contribution about the advantages in diagonal rush, the icy bridging. It also looks super clean. I mean, it looks so clean if you want to just icy bridging, and if you want to rush diagonally. And it's a great way to flex your skills, obviously, because bro, who does want to learn this if you're just going to flex with somebody? You're just going to flick your mouse, especially if you know and you mastered the no strafe icy bridging. Man, it's a big flex. It's functional, but at the same time, isn't just functional. It's it's just a statement, but it's not all perfect. I mean, some of this variation of different, variety of icy bridging, or different types of it, is not that practical, but it's fun, and it's really, really good to master some of this bridging method for yourself, just to make it fun, make it, because if you're just going to go in the traditional way to going to bridging across the map and just going to point A to point B, and I mean, it's a real way to say it's a bridging method, but yeah, because obviously if you want to get much more fun, if you want to add some more fun into the game, you just want to invent a bunch of stuff. And yeah, that's the stuff that I want to share about icy bridging. I know it's some of you guys don't like icy bridging, and I know some of you just don't want to learn it because it's not just it's so hard. There's so many ways. I mean, pretty much you can just MJ bridge to the one island to the other one, unlike, instead of like diagonally straight up to the player or the next island by not going into the diamond gen in bed wars or something like that. But yeah, so is it worth to master? In my opinion, I think it's pretty worth it. Obviously, if you're like serious bedrock player and you want that upper hand in PvP and bridging and rushing, then icy bridging is something you should learn. I think it takes time, but once it clicks, it take your gameplay to a whole new level, guys. For casual players, though, it might be overkill. You might be better off sticking to MJ or safe bridging depending on your goals. But if you're that type that likes to grind and flex the high skill moves, if you want to expand your bridging skills, your palette of bridging in Bedrock, if you're playing Bedrock Edition, then why not try Icy Bridging? It's your ticket. But yeah, I think that's it for today deep dive. Huge respect to Ice for bringing this bridging style to the spotlight and for pushing the limits of what possible in Bedrock Edition bridging. If you enjoyed the video, learned something new, or just love sweating bridging content, make sure to leave a like, hit this, and hit the not subscribe button and turn on the notification bell for more guys like this. And if you want some more commentary like this, let me know in the comments. Which version of Icy Bridging have you tried actually? I want to know. So comment down below. Are you team strafing or team no strafe Icy? Let's talk about it in the next video, or maybe in the future video, So yeah, that's all for now. Peace. Bye.